Hey besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Layla Alina, and as you can tell by the title, today we are going to be doing a girls talk. So I know this is late, okay, delayed not denied. I've been busy working on my new Etsy shop. So if you've seen on my Instagram, you see me like promote the page. Some of you guys may follow it because it's an old account that I was using. We're gonna get into that topic a little later. I do want to jump right into the video, but just know I have been working at my job and okay, let me mute that because it's a lot going on, like I said. So I'm working, your girl is working. Let me hide that. Your girl is working. I'm doing the thing. So I'm gonna do this one, and then as much as possible I'm gonna try to get you guys a weekly vlog, but no freaking promises. I know I said I would drop 2 videos. This one, I'm gonna try to get this one out tomorrow, which is Friday. But for y'all it'd be this Friday, but for me it's Thursday, you know. Anyways, all that complication and explaining this shit, you know. But I'm gonna try to get you guys 2 videos, so hopefully Monday I can give you guys a weekly vlog. But as of right now, this is the girl talk vlog, right? So let's step right into that. Boom. Okay, so girl talk vlog. So the first topic we're gonna be talking about, somebody actually recommended this on my, wait, dang, I should have screenshotted it. Boom. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna talk about self-care. She said self-care advice. This is my jam. Okay, this self-care, I'm big on that. Like, hold on, let me fix this little light right here because it's shining my glasses. So or should I just take the glasses off? I'll take the glasses off because this the glare was gonna get me, y'all. Like I said, this is like my second nature. This is something that down to a T. Okay, I don't play about taking care of myself. Like, my mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and physical health is really important to me. And even if I'm not working out all the time, I'm still trying to take care of my physical health. I mean, I walk pretty much everywhere, so I know my physique is like pretty much fit because I walk a lot. But when it comes to like eating and actually like being intentional about working out, I can be kind of lacking in those departments, but whatever. Overall, self-care is much more than just face masks and eating junk food in the bed and watching movies. Although we love one of them, okay, because I don't play. I love a moment where I can just put on a face mask, look real cute in my cute pajamas, turn on a movie, and eat junk food. Okay, we love that. I'm not one to pass up snacks, right? But self-care is a lot deeper than that. It's really setting an intention and time to really be one with yourself, whether that be taking care of something that you've been putting off to the side, you know, and you know if you take care of that thing, it'll really like take a lot of stress off of your shoulder. Like, that is self-care in its finest form, really in its simplest form. Okay, but self-care in the extravagant form is really like going to get your nails done, going to get your toes done, getting your hair done, your lashes, your eyebrow, just pampering yourself, you know, buying yourself gifts, taking yourself out to dinner, going to the movies by yourself, going to the beach by yourself, going to the swimming pool by yourself, playing tennis by yourself, okay, playing basketball by yourself. Like, some people look at activities that are like normally designed for 2 people as like, oh, I don't want to do it by myself because I'm going to be lonely. Well, that's kind of like self-love, kind of like a self-love thing. We're not going to step into that. I mean, we could step into that. This is kind of like they mix and mingle together, self-care and self-love. But like, just really just doing stuff that's intentional to pour into you. Anything that pours into you and make you happy and makes you feel rejuvenated is self-care. Whether that be having a nice morning routine before you spend all your day at work, and then having a calming night routine before you go to sleep and have to do it again, you know. So it's little things like that that shows, you know, self-care. Y'all got my pajamas on, please don't worry about me. This t-shirt big, it's actually my dad's shirt. My dad got me this shirt, well, gave me his shirt, long story. But and I still be wearing it. But yeah, that is self-care, you know. Self-care is buying yourself flowers, making sure you water your plants, and making sure that you're doing the stuff that you said you wanted to do. Like me, for instance, I said by the 18th, which is tomorrow, my Etsy shop would be complete. My Etsy shop was basically completed yesterday. All I want to do is just change one of my TikTok names, because I have 2 TikToks accounts. One of them you guys don't know about, but the other one you guys do, because I always promote it. But I'm gonna start promoting that one as well. So, you know, just doing little stuff like that, you know, keeping those promises and those goals that you set for yourself, if you like just complete them, it's really important. And I don't want to say it doesn't matter when you complete them, because it does if you set a time. But for sometimes, you know, life be lifing and things happen, and we might have to do that thing that we said we wanted to do later, and it's still a form of self-care. You just took your time to get there, and baby steps. But if you can't do the big stuff, do the little stuff. Stretch in the morning, sit up and just stare, cry if you need to, dance if you need to, watch a funny movie if you need to, go for a walk for 5 minutes on your 10-minute break at work. Go for a walk and listen to your favorite music. Create a playlist. Ask ChatGPT to create you a playlist with this type of vibe and with these type of, you know, whatever. Create it and go for a 10-minute walk. Be intentional about taking care of yourself, whether that be physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually. Make sure you go into the clinic to get checked up, and make sure you're checking in with your primary doctor once a year. Make sure you're going to the dentist. That is very important. I'm someone who grew up in an environment to where the dentist didn't see us as often as they should, but they had seen us at least once a year, you know, and that's the very least. I feel like you're supposed to be seeing the dentist twice a year, because it's every 6 months. And that is something myself I am still working on as an adult. Seeing my primary care doctor once a year, that is something I'm working on still. As I think I'm pretty good at that. And like checking up on my vagina, you know, being comfortable with my body and just stuff like that. Those little things is self-care, and it's really important as a lady, as a guy too. But I'm sure my main audience is women, and I'm okay. It's probably the girls, the gays, the thems, and others, okay? And I'm okay with that. But if you have a vagina, whether if it's you just, you know, got a vagina, or if you was born with a vagina, make sure you know your vagina. That is self-care. Make sure you know what irritates her. Make sure you know what works for her. Make sure you know what doesn't work for her. That is self-care, okay? It's very important to know, oh, I was supposed to do that. She doesn't like that, you know? Stuff like that. Same thing with your mind. Like, don't put yourself in environments where it's just going to mentally stress you, okay? And if you already know going into this space is going to mentally with you, then if you can't help but to go around it, prepare yourself, okay? Make sure you set aside time, moment to where you can like de-stress mentally. I'm sorry you have to be in those environments if that is what you're in, but if you don't have to be in that environment and it's optional, don't go at all. Physically try to work out, and if you don't work out, like I said, go for a walk. Y'all think I'm making a friend? Okay, hold on, let me respond to this. Girl talk, it's really important. Like, hold on, let's get into this because I'm so excited. Like, y'all, I love talking to people. I love being social. Like, I'm such a social butterfly, but I also love isolation. I also love being alone, and I just also love being by myself. Like, who doesn't? Like, how could I not want to be with me? Like, have you met me, bitch? But this is another girl talk topic. Like, friendships is really hard when you're in your 20s, okay? Like, friendships is really hard to like find, because a lot of people, like, they're coming into their 20s with friends from high school, friends they met in college and stuff like that. And it's just like, for the ones like me who, like, you know, they didn't fall out with their elementary or middle school and high school friends, but they just outgrew them, moving to different environments, and maybe you did fall out with them. It just was like the contact decreased over time, and which is normal. Like, I'm someone who, I didn't have a big group of friends, but you know, I had a couple people in my corner, but I just stopped talking to them. I outgrew them. We didn't talk when I left the school, and or they maybe outgrew me. You know, it could be the other way around, but I'm gonna say like I outgrew them because, you know, it's me. But you know, things happen, so you end up either having like some friends or no friends. And I can say I'm somebody who has some friends. You know, I have some people that I'm cool with, but I don't even really talk to them as often. I go ghost a lot of the times. And well, I guess you can say, like, I guess speaking on my past friendships, like I did go pretty much ghost on them, and which was my fault. I feel like as a friend, I neglected to inform them like I was going through something. I mean, one person did, but the other person I definitely neglected to tell them what was going on and just kind of be open and honest with them about what was happening. And instead I hid. Okay, girl, I hid. And I guess you can say, I feel like, me personally, I don't feel like it ruined the friendship or just the relationship in general, but I do feel like it slowed it down. It took it back a couple of steps, which is fine. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay because I understand the decisions that I made, and I understand that it affected that person, because this is not the first time, but it's the second time. And it's like I'm creating a pattern for myself. So the only redemption that I have is just to tell them that I'm here, show up as much as they will allow me to, and just move forward from there. You know, because I can own up to my bull crap, and that's very important as a woman. Like, being able to own up to where you lack within your friendships is so important. Okay, not even just your relationships, because guys, they come in and they go, but your girls, your sisters, is forever. Okay, your sisters are forever, especially when you create a sisterhood with like-minded individuals and people that will support you in the way that you support. That is so important. Okay, it's so important, and you hold them tight. You hold them close and dearest to your heart. Okay, and that's the type of person that I am. Like, once we become friends and like we're girlfriends, and you know, we just have that bond, you're not a friend anymore, you're my sister. As a big sister, I love my sister to death. Okay, the whole world would be against her, and I still have her back. Okay, the world gonna have to get through me first, and I don't go down easy either. Okay, I don't go down easy, because you know, that's my sister, and that's my best friend, and that's my everything. That's my honey boo. Y'all, this battery's going dead. Hold on. But yeah, making friends in your 20s is overall stressful. But when you do find a friend that's like, you know, it's like a slow growth, cherish it, because I'm cherishing mine. Okay, so I'm happy I'm meeting a friend, and I just hope she knows the type of loyalty I'm coming with, because girl, yeah. But you know, I try not to be too much, because I don't know how, because I know my personality can be a lot, and it can be overwhelming for people who are really laid back and like really chill, and I'm understanding of that. So I'm taking it real slow, kind of like slowly dipping in the side to kind of see where she at with that, because you got to know, you know, who your people and who you can be what with. And I'm not saying pretend to be something you're not, but I'm just saying not everybody can take all the energy that you give, because they don't even have that within themselves, and that's not necessarily a bad or a good thing. So when making friends, you know, take your time and be intentional, be purposeful, and just, you know, plant the seeds, water it, and just watch it grow. Let me switch this battery out. So yeah, the next topic, even though I could go into like the whole girls, the friendship thing, I don't really want to say too much, because I'm not the perfect friend. Like I said earlier, like I'm still working on it, but I just feel like honesty and transparency with girls is always very important, because you know, who doesn't want that in a friend and a relationship too? But I'm, you know, friends specifically, because I'm all about girl power. Okay, because I'm a girls first before anything. Anyways, so let's talk about ooh, So I know there's a trend of, like, you know, the clean girl aesthetics, soft girl aesthetics, or just aesthetics in general. I do want to touch base on that because I feel like, I don't know if I'm using this right, because I truly 100% don't even know the definition of controversial. But I feel like this whole topic is controversial, which is like, hey Alexa, define controversial.
The adjective controversial is usually defined as of, relating to, or characteristic of controversy, or prolonged public dispute, debate, or contention, polemical. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for controversial.
I think I understand what she just said. I feel like I would have to read it to like really let it process in my brain, because I heard her, but I didn't like, it was like, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I do feel like it's controversial. I believe I'm using that right. I feel like it's a controversial topic. And honestly, what is the saying? You are the aesthetic. Okay, you being yourself is an aesthetic. Dressing a certain way, yes, that is an aesthetic, but it doesn't have to make you who you are, and it doesn't have to make you decide like who you want to be with or who you hang out with based on their aesthetic. Like, a person can be fun as hell and that can really be your best friend, and their aesthetic may be different from yours, so you're like, like, it's not that deep in my opinion. I mean, I know people think it is that deep, but it's not that deep. Like, you can find the bestest of friends in places that you wouldn't even step a foot in, but your friend would. And I think those are the best friendships, because you're coming from two different areas, and all those those may be a little clashing because you're coming from two different worlds. It could be very beautiful because you come from two different worlds. You are teaching each other. Maybe she might be testing you to be a lot bolder, and you might be putting her in a position to be a lot calmer. And just those friendships where you guys are helping each other grow, it's very important. Okay, it's very important. So aesthetics mean little to nothing, in my opinion. Yes, they're cute. Yes, they're trendy. Yes, it's nice, you know, as a lifestyle, but be who you want to be, do what you want to do, and just be, girl. Just be. Like me, I love streetwear. I like earthy stuff. I like the hoochie mama stuff. Like, if I had the money I want to have, I would be dressing all over. I would be dressing however, okay? It'd be a little bit of everything on my Instagram page, because that's just the type of person I am. Like, I would dress up cosplaying as a anime character, and like a character I've never even watched, but because I thought the outfit was cute, I'm going to wear it. So that person might see my page for the first time and be like, oh, Shalana, she's into anime, her aesthetic is anime. Then they go on my page and it's streetwear, high fashion, baddie, a little bit of everything. Just be you, okay? You are the aesthetic. Don't let people try to put you in a box and say, oh, you're this one thing. No, girl. No. All right? Don't let them people do that. So we can talk about like what it means. Oh my god, this is something that I always want to talk about. After this, I'm gonna wrap it up. We can talk more about everything else, because I have stuff that I need to do. But we're gonna talk about divine feminine energy, or just the divine feminine woman. This is something that I love, okay? If you ask me, I do believe that I am a divine feminine woman. Everything about me is divine feminine and the woman, boo. Okay, let me stop. But I also feel like a divine feminine woman isn't a one shoe fits all, like a divine masculine. It's not a one size fits all. I think that's what I meant to say. Yeah, it's not a one size fits all, okay? Because there's so many different feminines and masculines that it's going to vary throughout. Now, the core stuff, the core things to be divine and to be feminine and to like be masculine, those are the core things that should be embedded in each divine feminine and masculine. But when it comes to how each individual express that divinity, it will show up differently. And I need people to really understand that, because that's a controversial topic all over social media as well. It's like people want it to be this one shoe fits all situation, and it's not. Like, I express my divine feminine through dancing. Y'all may not see it, but I do. I slow dance in the mirror. I, you know, do the boop 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 with the hips. I do all of that, okay? And for me, divine feminine is so empowering. Like, my body, like how I respect, love, and admire my body, regardless. I don't, and I'm gonna be honest, like, you might hear me say that and then look down and say, damn, I may not feel the same. Sister, let me tell you something. Not all the time I feel that good about my body either. But I gotta realize, even though, because I'm slim, it's a lot of people who want to be slim. I don't want to be slim. I ain't got no hip dips. People think I do. I think I don't. But what I'm saying is, love you exactly who you are, because God only made one you, and if you don't be you, nobody else will. Okay, that's something Zoe, if you know who goddamn Zoe is, then you know what that reference was, because that's my boo. But as a divine feminine, you're supposed to love and respect your body. And I'm not saying respect your body as in like the typical way, like, I mean, you shouldn't be having sex with a lot of people, but you do you. Okay, I don't give a girl, that's your body. Do what you want to do. I would never shame you. Girl, you better do what you do, and don't let nobody try to shame you for doing it. That's all I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is a divine feminine respects her body in a way like no other. That self-expression, that bodily movement, all of that is divine. Being able to show skin, whether you're wearing a bralette and a skirt, to be able to express that bodily movement, show that skin, in my opinion, that is divine. You are living in your skin. You are loving your skin, and it's reflecting off of you. That is divine. Okay? That's me. That's what I think. That's how I express my divine feminine. And I don't know if y'all realize that or not, but I am so comfortable with myself. It is crazy. And that's what I feel like a divine feminine shows up for me. I'm nurturing, whether that be to kids, plants, animals, nurturing myself. When you nurture yourself, you connect to that divine feminine. When you praise God, you connect to that divine feminine. That external and internal. You are connecting to that divine feminine. Being connected to your intuition, listening to your body, you are connecting with that divine feminine. Okay? Making sure that your womb is cleansed, you are connecting to that divine feminine. I know some people say, well, when you're having sex with a lot of people, your womb is not really clean. And it's like, you have a point. Okay, I'm not discrediting that. But what I'm trying to say is, it can always be cleansed. Okay? And just because you're having sex with a lot of people, that doesn't mean like all them people have some, I mean, yeah, you're creating soul ties. But anything that's dirty can be cleaned. Anything that is dirty can be cleaned. And I'm not saying you're dirty, but I'm just saying, as a figure of speech, anything that's dirty can be cleaned. As long as you respect yourself, you understand what you're doing and how you're doing it, I feel like that's empowering. Because you're setting that intention to where it's like, oh, okay, well, this is what I want to do with my body. Whether that be grow a baby or not keep a baby. It's your decision and it's your choice because it's your body. Okay. Okay. Even when you're pregnant, you are supposed to be in that mirror. Not supposed to, but if you want to, be in that mirror, rubbing your belly. Move them hips, move them arms, just move, feel good. It's only you. And if you feel judgment, it is coming from inside the house, which is you. Clear that out and just feel. Connect to that divine energy in you. Because it's always knocking. It's always going, hello? Just feel it. Or journal. Walk barefoot. Be expressive in any form. Like, that is really divine. Like, in my opinion. Okay, all of this is my opinion. So take it or leave it. But do you be expressive. Speak your truth. Stop blocking that throat chakra. I don't know who I'm talking to. I sound like a tarot reader, but I'm serious. Like, speak your truth. Don't let nobody tell your story. If you feel like, this is crazy that I'm saying this because I need to take my own advice, but if you feel like that story time should be told on TikTok, tell it. So what when you post it, it only get 300 views and 10, 20, 15 likes? So what? So what? So what? Post it. I don't want to sound like a hypocrite or nothing, but express yourself overall, because that's what I'm saying. But if you don't want to post it on TikTok, but you want to just express it, you know what I do? I hold up my phone, I press record, and I create a video of me expressing myself. That's what I do. Sometimes I might do voice memos, because that's just, I just do voice memos. I never listen to them. I got voice memos to this day that I don't listen to, and it made me feel so good about myself. It just made me feel so empowered. It made me feel so empowered as a woman, because I feel like as women, they always trying to shut us up, get us to not speak our mind and not speak our truth. And by you not expressing yourself, that is blocking that sacral chakra, that womb area, that sacred spot that makes you a woman. So how are you connecting to that divine feminine? Maybe through another way, but just tell your truth. I don't know who I'm talking to. Maybe I'm talking to myself. Anyways, I'm gonna end that right there, because like I said, I do have to go. Another thing, make sure y'all pray. I know this should be first and foremost, but before I go, make sure you pray and talk to God, whatever God you believe in, okay? Because this is not a judgment, so you can believe in, I don't care what religion you in. Pray regardless. Pray. Speak to God. Talk to God within you. We were made in His image, didn't call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same. Oh, on and on and on and on. Okay, message. But bestie, I love you. I hope you take care of yourself. I hope you love yourself. I hope you connect to that divine feminine. I hope you express yourself in a way that makes every motherfucker in the room uncomfortable, okay? And yeah, that's the end of this vlog. I do want to let you guys know, just a quick update. Oh, actually, you know, I'm not gonna give a quick update. Let's do a card pull for my affirmation deck. Okay, That Girl Junkyard. A trailer will be dropping for that, but let's see. Okay, we gonna go with this one. Okay, 17. Okay, this is 17. Today's the 17th. I clicked on the 17, and it says, the more I love myself, the more I align with the God's. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little dyslexic and I'm excited, so let me slow down. I'm gonna reread that. The more I love myself, the more I align with God's truth for me. That's a message for somebody. The more I love myself, hold on, repeat after me, get comfortable, use your voice, I mean actual words. The more I love myself, the more I align with God's truth for me. Again, yes, again. The more I love myself, the more I align with God's truth for me. That is your affirmation for today. The more you love yourself, the more you will align with God's truth for you. Okay? Baby, I'm telling you, when I say whatever you want, you already have, You just have to put in the work and the steps to grab it. I wish you the best in whatever you are doing. But I have to go.